Hi, I'm Jon Velie, President and Lead Counsel with OnlineVisas.com, the global immigration practice that's moving the world. We're talking about visa strategies and want to talk about the EB1-1 for the extraordinary ability alien. Now, this is the cream of the crop visa. These are for the people who have risen to the top of their profession and done it for a sustained amount of time. Very subjective visa, and immigration doesn't give them away. So you really have to work hard to get this visa and really establish the case very strongly. So there are a number of criteria. I'll go through those a little bit and talk about them. So one is whether or not the individual has won a national or international award of excellence. That can be done if this person has won it themselves, has been a critical part of a company that's won the award, or maybe coached somebody who won the award. So look at all that very broadly to see if that qualification is met. The next criteria is membership in an association that requires outstanding achievements by its members as judged by experts. So really what you look at in an organization like this is it the regular organization for the industry? Because those won't work. But have they gotten to the leadership core of that organization? Or is there a think tank or something else that puts people in that membership? We often look at it as, are they a member of a national team as an athlete? Are they in an elite group of decision makers within an organization that may get to that? What you want to do is look at the criteria of obtaining that sort of membership. That's really where it's going to come from, and showing that to immigration. Next criteria is published material about the person in a major trade magazine or major media. Now, major media means New York Times or Time Magazine, something of that nature, not the local newspaper. But the trade magazines are a little bit broader. So within the industry, if that sort of publication is referencing the individual or the individual's work, then you can use that. You can also have publications that are made by that individual. Now, those can't be blogs or something like that, but have to be technical or scientific and written in a pretty impressive journal as well. So take a look at that. Now, if they haven't made it, you can always use that as ancillary evidence that supports any of the other criteria, and we'll keep going through those. Other criteria they can meet are major contributions within the industry, and that's sort of a catch-all. So has this person invented anything? Have they created methodologies? Have they patented anything? What have they done that really is significant to somebody else? You can support that and the other criteria with experts establishing that, but that's the way you handle contributions. You can also look at high salaries for the individuals. How are they ranking up against others within the industry? Maybe the industry itself doesn't get paid very high, but this particular person does. Maybe they've created a company that makes a lot of money doing what they do. These are ways that you can utilize those criteria. So you need to meet 3 of them, but just meeting 3 of them isn't enough. You have to show how that person has risen to the top of the profession for a sustained amount of time. And again, experts are really the way to go about that. We look at experts and we look at our evidence in 3 ways. Primary evidence is the award itself or the article or something that has no opinion based on it, right? That is primary evidence, and that's the most important to immigration. Secondary evidence is really important. Think of primary evidence as bricks and secondary evidence as mortar. These are experts that are going to talk about the evidence and explain why it means somebody is really good at what they do. So a really well-written expert letter can do that. A badly written expert letter can talk about why someone's a good person or something along those lines. That's irrelevant to immigration. The expert needs to be able to describe how this person has done something that is impressive and from their perspective and how that meets the criteria. Tertiary evidence is really important. This is the type of evidence that supports either the expert or the primary evidence. So if somebody's won an award, that's the tertiary evidence, the third evidence will explain what that award is. If someone's an expert that's talking about this person, the tertiary evidence will talk about why this expert is really an important person and their opinion matters. To get this green card, you need to be doing your work within the industry. You don't need to be doing extraordinary ability stuff, just using your extraordinary ability to do that type of work within your profession. These are the best green card to get in a lot of ways because they're so much quicker. They are current, meaning you can file for adjustment of status at the same time. That moves the individual from their temporary or non-immigrant status into being a green card holder. And they can issue in around a year, sometimes even quicker. So that's a lot on the EB1 Extraordinary Ability Visa. If you want more information, check out OnlineVisas.com or contact us for a free strategy session. Glad to go through with you or your employee or your family member or friend what all of this information is and whether or not, in our opinion, we think that you can get the EB1 visa. If we think you can, then we'll apply for you and give you a flat fee price. If we don't get the visa for you, we'll do it again for free. I'm Jon Velie with OnlineVisas.com. Thanks a lot.